Here we go. This article, the author, I think, is very naive, and so naive that I wonder about his statistics. But, for example, I didn't know this, but I guess maybe Japan, during its time of occupation of China, according to this article, killed over 25 million Chinese. If that's true, or if it's anywhere near the truth, I think I'm pretty well informed, but I had never heard of that. I heard of the Rape of Nanking, when they slaughtered 300,000 in a few days. I mean, that's one of the worst things that have ever happened in the world. But wow! But I wonder about his statistics. But okay, nuclear weapons, terrible force, terrible destructive force. In this article, the author does not raise the question of whether we should or should not have dropped the bomb on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. I personally am convinced that we did the right thing. We did what we had to do. If anyone cares, the reason why is that the alternative was a land invasion of Japan, which would have killed, people estimate, 6 million people. If numbers are important, then 70,000 at Hiroshima and 90,000 at Nagasaki, compared with 6 million, I think numbers are important. That's a lot of human lives that basically were saved. That's my own view anyway. Okay, but we also have the biological weapons. Very scary. Difficult to detect. Millions could die if the water someplace were infected, let's say, or the air. Millions could die before anyone even knew that something was happening. Very scary thing. This article tails off into a kind of moral shaking of head. How can there be people who could take pleasure in killing large numbers of men, women, children, and seems astonished, the author seems astonished to think that anyone could hate someone else that much. But that's what history is full of, that kind of thing, and really we have to take serious looks at such behavior, and even at ourselves, in our rages or in our stupidities. Anyway, it tails off into this moral shaking of head. But, of course, there are no solutions to this problem. One can just hope to contain or somehow prevent from happening any such disaster.
Weapons of mass destruction. 1. How many Chinese were killed in the Rape of Nanking? 2. Why were the nuclear bombs dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki? 3. What is another weapon of mass destruction that has become a recent threat?